All right, welcome back. This should be the last step. Remember, if you haven't seen the other videos, please make sure you're following through the steps. Otherwise, you won't be in the right spot. Okay, so this next step is to take all of these slotted pieces, and as you go along too, I should have mentioned earlier, but don't forget to take screenshots and write this process down in your portfolio. Okay, so this last step is to take your slotted creature and you're going to lay it flat like this onto a piece of A5, a size of A5. Okay, so let's get started with that. The first thing to do is you're going to create a sketch that is that A5 size, that piece of the maximum amount of material that you have. So I'm going to draw on the plane, this bottom plane. And if you don't know, I'm going to draw a rectangle. So I'll go in and draw that rectangle. If you don't know, the A5 size is 148 by 210. So I'll go in here and I'll type in 148 and then tab 210. Okay, so then here's my sketch, finish sketch, rotate it back around. And just so I'm keeping organized again, I'm going to just type in here A5 and eventually A5 size. Okay, good. Now it's a matter of getting these pieces onto there. This is going to take time, but I'll show you the first steps and how to do it. It's a little bit easier than just moving things around and something that can be more precise. Rather than using the move tool, you can go to modify and you can go to align. So we're going to go here. We'll click on, it could be any side, any face. You're essentially moving the face of this component onto that A5 sketch. So I'll click this face from to, and then it's been moved. Okay. And then I'll do it again. I can do another one. We'll take this and try that. So something that's important that you could keep going and just click, 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 click. But something to pay attention to is, say, for example, see how this, all of a sudden, that one's, it's not in the same spot. It's not actually flat together. They need to be completely flat and together. So how to do that is you need, or a little tool in there that you can do as you're working is, I need to go back again. Sorry, I'm going to undo. So the way to make sure that it's always in the same spot is, and I'll go undo one more time just so we show it on the top. Modify, I'll go to align, I'll click here from to, make sure it's components. I'll look on the side. There's this option here that says flip, and that just lets it flip up. So then I'll say, okay. I'll do it one more time just so you can get the idea. Modify, align. Click here, and then I'll check to see, is it in the right spot? Nope, see it's on the bottom, so then I can click this flip. Another thing that, so then you'll say, okay, you can, and again, you can just do this for every single piece. Eventually, they'll all kind of pile up over here, and that's okay. But now what you want to do is you want to start moving these pieces around. So this, I am going to use the move tool, but I want to look at it from the top. So I'll click here, move, and now I can, it's easier if it's just this translate rather than this free move. So I can move it up here. And this is important. You need to make sure when you're doing this, you say capture position. So click on that and say, okay. Now I'll do it again with the other piece. And the same thing, move, get it close to where I want it to be. You can get it quite close. Remember, be efficient with the material that you have. And if I want to rotate it, I can always click this free move while I'm here, and I can rotate it around too, like this. Okay, so take your time, move all these pieces around, and make sure that you have them all correctly. Remember, capture position as you're finishing this piece, capture position. So now you just keep moving them, align, and then moving them around. Eventually, you'll get to something that looks like this. Okay, so I was wrong. This isn't the last video. There's going to be one more. Okay, so make sure they're all flat. They fit on that A5 piece, and I'll see you for the next video about taking it to DXF. All right.